Hey guys, it is Dolla Dr. Jennifer, and we are here with What Sold Sunday. And today we are also going to be doing a fun little WhatNot versus Posh Shows. Is it worth it? Should you even try at this point doing any of the live auction stuff now? And that will be at the end. We're going to do what sold first. So strap in because you do have quite a few things. I am holding a sale right now in my Poshmark closet, which is Dolla Docta Jen, Jenn. And we are trying to raise money to help me swim with sharks and to pay for some of the other expenses of my trip. Hey, Elena, welcome. So if you're interested in anything in my Poshmark closet, definitely send me an offer because I am accepting pretty much anything as long as I'm making a profit on it. So I've sold, I think, about 12 items now. I've made around $180 something. So I am, I want to swim with the sharks. But it's expensive. So anyway, check out my Poshmark closet for that. And let's get into what up, Jennifer? Get into what's sold. And there's been quite a few things, not like a ton, sorry, drinking water, but enough that this is probably going to be a little bit of a longer video. A no dog. I don't know. Like, I swam with sharks in the Galapagos. They were like under us. We went through these cliffs and it was like a shark highway. And so there were sharks and rays, but they were like real deep under us. So, I mean, I didn't die that time. Hopefully I won't die this time. I love the ocean though. Let's see. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, rays are awesome. Stingrays are like the coolest thing ever. They have a bad rap. I'm going to start with our what sold and then go into our WhatNot versus Posh Shows. But our first sale is this Nike Legacy 91 dry fit navy and white embroidered swoosh baseball hat, size 16. It did have a adjustable back and it had embroidered swoosh on the front and the back. Do you like my little head? It's so cute. This sold for $16 and I ended up making $10.24 on it. And it actually sold pretty quickly within 1 to 2 weeks of me listing it. So that was a good pickup. I think I got that in Greensboro. Love from afar. So I do not pay for StreamYard. I use the free version, but it always will have the powered by StreamYard in the corner if you use the free version, which I don't really care about. And then you can't really, I don't think you can record technically on here if you don't pay for it, but it just streams straight to YouTube. So I don't really worry about it too much. Then our next sale was the only sale in my Disney show on Poshmark, which was sad. That was my 4th show on Posh Shows, and it was a total bust. This Mad Engine Star Wars Gray Heather t-shirt with an Imperial Fighter on it, size small. It sold for $14. I ended up making $10.26. It did take over 6 months to sell. So it was something I was happy to see go, and they really loved the shirt. So everyone's happy all around. I mean, as you know, I do my live what solds because I don't want to edit them. And you can share your screen. So Next, I sold these Topman Moto Skinny Chino Cotton Teal Button Fly Pants, size 30 regular. They did actually have a flaw, which I missed when I bought them. They had a little like spot, I think, on one of the back pockets right there. And they still sold for $17. And I ended up making $12.88 on them. And they took about 4 to 5 months to sell. So I have another pair of Topman pants still in my closet. These were a very bright color. The other ones I think are navy. And they are both different. I think they're both different sizes too. All right, next is Carhartt. This sold really quickly. It was a Carhartt insulated ear flap hat, size large, extra large. It sold for $20 on an offer. I ended up making $15.16, and it took about 1 to 2 weeks to sell. I think I listed at the same time as that Nike hat that I had sold earlier. It was a really nice Carhartt, and it had like the inside looked very warm and cozy and had the little ear flaps. So that sold really quickly and for a pretty good profit too. Definitely pick that up again. Carhartt hats seem to be having a moment, I think. I saw something on WhatNot the other day. Someone was selling them and people were like going insane. I don't know. Next, I sold the Sack brown leather weave Jane motorcycle buckle ankle boot, size 8.5. They were in pretty good condition. They did have a little bit of wear and tear. They sold for $28, and I ended up making $21.77 on them. They sold on an offer, and I had those for about 10 months before they sold. But they're really cute. They have this like weave buckle detail on them. So I was actually surprised they took so long to sell. I think I might have listed them right before it was getting warm again, and so people didn't need boots again. I don't know. I don't know. Half the time, I don't know. Kim, welcome. Yeah, boots have been good lately. You'll see a couple more, I think, in this what sold video today. So next is a cute little Victoria's Secret cream purple pink floral crop tank top, size large. It did not look like a size large. I did put measurements in here because it looked teeny tiny. It was very stretchy though. It sold for $12 on an offer. I made $8.20 on it. It took about 6 months to sell, I think. I don't know. Victoria's Secret stuff is definitely not doing as well as when I first started reselling. So I am trying to not pick up much of it, but I thought this top was really cute and it weighed nothing, as I like to say. Oh, goodness. Our next sale is adorable because Remy is modeling it. It is this really cute dog, cat, lion mane ear headpiece costume. It sold for $8. Look at his face. He's like, I would murder you if I could. Oh gosh. I ended up making $5.05, and I did have this listed for quite a while. A friend of mine gave it to me for free. I think she put it on her cat once and then like never used it again. But it was so cute. Murder in his eyes. Yeah, so I know the changing stuff like does happen really quickly. I may actually do a Victoria's Secret show on Posh Shows possibly, just because I have a bunch of like bikini tops and stuff that I just kind of want to get rid of now. And then I have a couple like hoodies and stuff like pink. So I don't know. We'll see. Next, this sold really quickly. This is a Winnie the Pooh Christopher Robin Be Kind t-shirt, blue, size medium. It says, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. It was really cute, light blue color. It sold for $11 on an offer. I ended up making $7.52 on it, and it sold in less than 24 hours after I listed it. It sold really fast. So it was a pickup from the Humane Society thrift store, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Our next sale was another one of my bleach dyes. Mishka MNWKA Spectre of Doom Reaper shirt, red, size large. This is kind of a cool graphic, which is why I picked up the shirt. This is the tag. I'm still not sure what this is from, but that was the graphic, and that is why I picked it up, because I knew someone would want it. And then I bleach dyed it because I think it had like a bleach stain or something on it somewhere, so I just made it worse. But it sold for $15 on an offer, and I ended up making $11.27 on it, and it took about 5 months to sell. So pretty happy with that turnaround. Next is one I was super happy to get rid of. It was this jazzercise shirt. Don't ask me to say it again. Jazzercise Real Results Pure Fun Burnout t-shirt. It sold for $7 on an offer. I ended up making $3.95 on it, but it took 1 year and a month to sell. So it was one of those I was like, bye, Felicia, get out of my closet. Because, yeah. But it was like an actual jazzercise shirt. So that's why I picked it up initially. I think I got it at Humane Society thrift store, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Next was a Sesame Street kids top, Cookie Monster, size extra large girls. It did have a lot of washwear. They were happy with the sale, so I am too. It sold for $7 with a shipping discount. I only ended up making $2.23 on it. It took over 6 months to sell, but I was just happy that someone took it. I've actually taken this shirt to buy, sell, trade at least 6 times probably, and they never bought it. So I was happy to get anything for it, to be honest. It was another one I think I got at the Humane Society thrift store. Next, I sold a pair of boots that I've had forever, like literally. And I will never pick up this brand again. Me Too Zeus leather suede ankle booty tan, size 8.5. This is, let me show you the brand if I can find it. Me Too, there's the brand. These are really nice boots. I have no idea why it took 2 years to sell, like literally 2 years. They did end up selling for $25. I made $14.80, but again, 2 years. No idea why. So I definitely stay away from Me Too, even if they're cute. Like these are cute boots. So I don't know. I just don't know sometimes why things happen like that. Which top? Which top is cute? Our next sale is Hodgson green knit 100% merino wool sweater, size extra large, made in Scotland. I did buy this when I was in LA, and I did pay up for it. But I saw this tag, and I've noticed like any of the stuff that's like made in Scotland is all wool is usually does pretty well. And this was men's. So it did end up selling for $30 on an offer. And I ended up making $19.98 on it. And it sold within like 3 weeks of me listing it. So I was pretty happy with that sale. I did actually have quite a few Yeah. I did have quite a few kids sales over the last like 2 weeks for some reason. I mean, I'll take it. Another one was this Cuddle Club NASA fleece hooded spacesuit costume, size 3T. It's adorable, and it does cover the feet and the hands if they need to be covered. It did sell for $20 with a shipping discount, and I ended up making $13.65 on it. And it sold within like 1 to 2 weeks of me listing it. So I was super happy with that. I do have one more costume that if it doesn't sell, well, if it doesn't sell like today, I'm probably going to take it to buy, sell, trade tomorrow, just to get rid of it. Hopefully someone wants it. I always take my money and run. Next, I sold this Cole Haan leather handbag satchel, mock croc, and it did sell for $30 on an offer, and I ended up making $23 on it, but it did take a year and 3 months to sell. I don't know. I don't have the best luck with purses. If I feel like sometimes like they sell really quickly, and then sometimes they sit for like 100 years. So I don't know, but that one did finally sell. So I was happy about that. And I finally sold this Coconut Grove silk bamboo wool blend blazer jacket, green tweed, size 41 regular. I got an offer for $35. I took it and ran. I ended up making $27.25 on it. It did take 9 months to sell. So I've had a couple things that sold really fast, and then some older things that sold, which is always good because I just trying to get rid of stuff and make some money to go swim with sharks. But that's only for this weekend. Saturday and Sunday is when I'm actually doing my sale. Next, sold this Under Armour Cold Gear Storm 1 hoodie, size youth large. It sold for $15 on an offer. Most of my sales lately have been on offers or counter offers, it seems. This sold for $15. I ended up making $11.28, and it took about 2 weeks to sell. So I was also pretty happy with that sale. And I just realized, do that. I can't sell blazers, like jackets and blazers. I have the hardest time selling. I've had a couple sales this week. I don't know if it's because I had my jacket sale live, but I only sold one jacket in the live. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I probably shouldn't pick them up. But then occasionally I find like I feel like is a really nice one, like that one, which is silk. It was silk bamboo blend. And I'm like, oh, well, someone will want this, but then it takes forever to sell. So I don't know. Then I sold this Lucky Brand floral embroidered canvas belt, size medium. This was in my video I did earlier, my haul video I did earlier this week. It sold for $14. She has actually already relisted it on Poshmark. It didn't fit her, but she only listed it for $8. This sold for $14. I made $10.05 on it, and sold in 1 day after I listed it. So I was super happy because it did have a bunch of stains. I did take a video of it, but the inside of the belt was all kind of discolored. But I had washed it, and it didn't all come out, so I just sold it as is. And I'm just made sure to let people know. Like what color? What color? Oops. What color tweed? I don't know. Like a jacket that looks like Sherlock Holmes. Next, I sold this Disney Stitch reusable tote bag. This was something I had bought to use on WhatNot as a giveaway or a buy it now, and you'll find out later more about my feelings on that. So it did sell for $9 on Poshmark, and I ended up making $4.05 on it, and it sold about a month after I listed it. I was trying to get rid of some of that stuff. Multicolored. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. Ties, though, I'm not opposed to anymore, although some are not selling well, but some have like sold crazy well. So I'm definitely still trying to figure out that and pick up good ties. I do have a tie sale that happened this morning. Next, I actually got this for free from my neighbor, and it's an H&M light pink open front blazer, long, size 12. It sold for $12 on an offer. I made $9.05, and it sold like 1 to 2 days after I listed it. So I was super happy with that. She gave me a bunch of stuff, and I ended up finding flaws on a lot of things, so I am redonating a lot of it. But I have 2 leather jackets for sale that do have flaws, but they're still really nice leather jackets. So I do have those listed in my Poshmark closet right now. They did not sell during my jacket show. Yes, feelings to come. Next is like the best sale because I am just picturing what the person is using this for. This is an Ann Arbor gray. She beats me. Arrow funny t-shirt, size extra large. It sold full price for $18 to a guest. So that means someone was searching for this on Google probably. And I am really hoping someone using this for Halloween as a Johnny Depp costume. I know that's horrible, but I really hope that's what they bought it for. Anyway, it sold for $18. I ended up making $14.30 on it. It did take about 7 to 8 months to sell. Is that wrong? Do you think that's wrong? I'm glad everyone else is laughing because I wasn't sure. But I totally feel like that's what it should be used for. And it was a guest buyer, which means it's not someone that really uses Poshmark usually. This was the only jacket that sold in my jacket sale. It was this Zara Truffle Look outerwear military green jacket, size medium. It sold for $22. I ended up making $16.53 on it. It did take 1 year and 3 months to sell, though, so I was super happy that that actually sold in my Posh show because I was ready to get rid of it. I think it would be hilarious for a costume. I'm sorry, I just do. Next is Adriana Goldschmied, the Graduate Tailored Leg Tan Pants, 36 by 34. I sold these for $35 on it, not on an offer, on with a shipping discount, and they did have some issues. So both back pockets had patches on the inside, and then the back pockets were, sorry, I'm getting down to the pictures, completely ripped on both sides. So the patches are kind of holding the pocket on. Obviously, I showed that and I put it in my listing description, and they still bought them for $35, and they gave me a 5-star review. So I was happy with that. I ended up making $25.69 on them, and they took a couple months to sell. So not bad. I really didn't think that they were going to sell at all because of all the damage. But, you never know. I bought them, so I listed them. Next, I sold a pair of Mucklucks striped Fair Isle knit sweater slipper boots, size large, 8 to 9. They sold for $15 on an offer. I ended up 15. I think I messed up in here. I ended up making $11.36 on them. They did take over a year to sell, though. I messed up on my little sheet. I put 12 instead of 15. Anyway, it's fixed now. But I've sold every single pair of mucklucks that I've gotten. This one is the one that took the longest to sell. The other one sold really quickly. So I don't know. I don't know why. Yeah, mucklucks are super comfortable. I don't own any. I've been tempted to keep a couple pairs I thrifted, but I haven't yet. And I wash all of them, and they're so easy to, like, if they're pilled, so easy to sweater shave them and make them look brand new again. Next, I sold this cool Page and Tuttle American flag windbreaker jacket, pullover, size large. I think someone sent me an offer for $13. Yeah. I ended up making $9.33. They sold within 3 to 4 months. I did accept the lower offer because they did have some flaws, which are hard to see, but it did have some like black marks all over it. I did wash it and they didn't come out. So I still listed it, but I did take a lower offer because of that flaw. I don't like wearing stuff on my feet. I'm like weird. I have like foot claustrophobia. I don't like wearing stuff even in the winter when it's cold. Like I hate wearing socks. I'm a really odd person, I know. But I don't have slippers and stuff that I wear regularly because it annoys me. Next, I sold these unlisted by Kenneth Cole Magic Coin jewel sandals. They had rhinestone details on the straps. They sold for $13 with a shipping discount. I've had these forever. I've had these for a year and 6 months. So I was super happy to also sell these. And I made $7.21. So someone bought sandals right before the winter. Maybe someone, I forget where they went now. They might have gone to Florida. I don't remember now, to be honest. Next, I sold these Fashion Nova Wild Hearts faux leather lace-up pants, black, size small. Someone sent me an offer for $21. I happily accepted it, and I made $15.77, and they sold in less than a month after me listing them. So very happy about that. And someone is going to be having a good time somewhere. There were so many laces. It was like a mess. I like kind of packed it up and I was like, okay, they can deal with figuring out the lace situation. What's up, Chuck? Maybe they're going on the cruise with me. Oh my God, I would die if I saw them on my cruise next week. I would literally die. I just know that I would look like a busted can of biscuits if I wore pants like that. I did sell the stringy pants. And they sold really quickly. You know? Slut style. That's why the pleaser like heels do so well too, I think. I've never found those. I look every time, but I've never found any yet. That's on my list of things I want to find are pleaser heels. Next, I sold this Sis Andina wool knit hooded sweater, animal cactus. It was really cute. I couldn't find it in my inventory list anywhere. I'm pretty sure I got this in LA, but I am not 100% sure. So I sold it for $15 on an offer, and I ended up making $11. I think it's only been listed for a couple weeks, but I'm honestly not sure. I literally couldn't find it anywhere and kind of gave like an estimate of how much I probably paid for it. Oh, I know. The pleaser heels like have a huge following. They're really cool. So I don't know. It's definitely on my list of things to find. So I have a video coming up this week. I went to a penny sale last weekend. Everything outside in the parking lot was a penny. It was crazy. I spent $13 total. Inside the store, everything was 50% off. So I spent $11 inside the store, and then I spent $2 outside. I did give them a little bit of a donation, and all that will be in the video. But I ended up selling one dress, which is my next sale, and this is paid for the entire haul. I actually sent this person a $20 offer, and they ended up just paying full price for it. But it's this Toad & Co. red rust geometric pattern faux wrap front dress, size large, really cute. Had a tie around the waist, Toad & Co. And it was made with organic cotton and spandex. And then it had this cool print to it. It's kind of like squiggly lines, different colors. But it sold for $28. I just took the $13 out of that. So everything else I sell from that haul is going to be pure profit now. And I'm still in the profit already on that haul of $9.40. And this dress sold in less than 24 hours after I listed it. I have another Toad & Co. from that haul. It's a sleeveless dress, and I've had a couple likes on it as well, but no offers yet on it. But I was super happy with that turnaround. I know it's a long video, Kim. Like, it's like 40 minutes. I was going to do 2 parts, and then I was like, nah, I'm just going to make one really long video. Yeah, it's a really cute dress, and it's so comfortable. Like, if it was my size, like, it's like that stretchy t-shirt material. Next, I sold this Royal Bones Dane Goodman red black plaid strap and zipper corset, size small. It's super cute. I knew someone was going to snatch this up really quickly, and it had cute grommet details and straps on the sides. And that is the brand name, Royal Bones. It for some reason stuck out to me when I found it. And it is a pretty good brand. So I had this listed, I think, for $38, and someone sent me a $33 offer, which I was super happy about. And I ended up making $25.56 on it. And it took about a week to sell. It sold pretty quickly. They had actually asked for measurements in the morning or the night at night. And then the morning I asked what measurements. They told me, I put them in there, and then they immediately sent me an offer. So I was super happy with that. Well, I'm glad you love long videos, because I feel like they get less views than my shorter ones. Like, this one's going to be a really long one. Next, I sold this Maurice's 24/7 Southwestern print V-neck tank top, size small. I got this for free from a friend. It sold for $18 full price, and I made $14.40. I think it sold in about 4 months after I listed it. So just a kind of basic, but I was happy with that. I got it for free. Next, I sold another kid's item, these Levi's denim long overalls, size 7. They sold for $15. I think it was on an offer. Yeah, on an offer. I made $11.32, but they did take a year to sell. These are another one I took to buy, sell, trade numerous times. And like, buy, sell, trade has not taken Levi's from me, except for one Levi's denim jacket that actually had a flaw on it. So I don't know, Levi's pants, for some reason, jeans, and then those overalls, they like never took them. And I took them a lot of times. All right, so now we're starting the sales. Oh my gosh, what do I sound like sped up, Jennifer? I sound like a chipmunk, probably. I bet that's pretty amusing. So the next sales from here to the end of the show are what I've sold so far to help me swim with the sharks. So I think this morning I made $184. I'm trying to make $500. So I've got a long way to go today. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but I've got a lot to do. I've got to meal prep today and do a bunch of stuff because I work a lot this week. I'm an idiot. I work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and literally have to leave for my cruise Saturday morning. And I'm working far out of town. So I'm not a good, I shouldn't do my own schedule, but I do. So anyway, our first sale is this LuLaRoe Joy long line vest, black and white stripes, size extra large. This is from my personal closet. I wore it once, and then it just is not a style that works for me. So I didn't really make any money on it because I did pay full price for it when I bought it. But it did take a couple of months to sell. It did sell for $19. Not that fast. Maybe just like a weird Alvin voice. Next is another thing I got for free from a friend. This Express Taupe tan open knit dolman sleeve sweater shirt, size small. It sold for $12 with a shipping discount. I made $7.33. It sold within a couple of months of me listing it. And then this sold a couple jackets that were in my sale the other night and no one bought, but this was a J. Crew weathered broken in chino classic twill tan jacket size 10. It sold yesterday for $24. I made $16.89 and it took about 3 to 4 months to sell. Then probably not my best sale, my second best sale was these Merrell boots. Merrell Captiva buckle down espresso brown waterproof boots, side zip, size 9. I sent out an offer and then they countered at $48. I accepted it because, again, I'm trying to make some money to pay for my stuff on my cruise. And so I ended up making $37.56 on these, and they sold within about 2 to 3 weeks of me listing them. I did a big boot day a couple weeks ago where I listed a bunch of boots. So some of them have gotten likes and some of them are still sitting. We'll see how that goes. Another kids item, I sold these Keen Dry Kootenai waterproof Velcro strap hiking outdoor ankle boot size 11. They sold for $24 yesterday with a shipping discount. And they took about 2 to 3 months to sell. They had got a lot of interest, but no takers. I did a 30% off yesterday on like everything in my closet almost. And I did get quite a few sales from that. It depends. I've had like some Merrell clothing, and the Merrell clothing doesn't seem to do as well. And I do have a pair of Merrell shoes too that have been sitting for a while. It could be due to size. I don't know. Next, they sold this BMW black embroidered driving school South Carolina hat, one size. It just had the BMW, and then on the back it said BMW Performance Driving School. It was another one I sent out 30% offer on, and they accepted it, and it's sold for $19. I made $12.48, and it's definitely been over 6 months that I've had that one. I got that in Humane Society thrift store. Another jacket sale, which I was really happy about. I actually picked this up on ThreadUp when ThreadUp was having a sale. Definitely won't do that again. I ended up with some stuff that like had flaws that they didn't disclose. But this was a Me Jane white shiny cinchback puffer jacket, size medium, and really cute. This is the tag, what the tag looked like. And it did sell for $26 on an offer yesterday. I ended up making $15.31 on it, and it took about 3 to 4 months to sell. So I was happy to have that gone because that was something I did pay up for. And you know I don't like to pay up for stuff. I just really thought it was a cute jacket. The comp seemed pretty good when I bought it on ThreadUp. I don't know if I would buy it again or not. Definitely not pay up for it. Next was another one I sent out an offer for, a 30% off offer. It was this Fashion Nova stripe crop tube top, stretchy, reversible, size small. It's literally like the tiniest piece of fabric I've ever seen in my life. And it was a bins pickup. So it weighed nothing. That's why I got it. But it did sell for $12. And that's the inside. It was like green. And I made $6.50 on it. It took about 3 months to sell. So happy with that. I just listed this next item. And so this is Harry Potter. I wish this fit me. I found this on my birthday when I thrifted on my birthday. It's this Harry Potter Hufflepuff varsity type button front cardigan, size extra large. Problem was I was sweater shaving it and I ended up making a hole right at the bottom. Well, that's very blurry. So, someone sent me an offer for $18. I accepted it. It literally sold within like 1 to 2 days of me listing it. And I made $14.02 on it. So I was still pretty happy with that. If anyone finds this sweater, let me go back to the top. If anyone finds this sweater in like a 3X, let me know because I will probably buy it from you. I really wanted this one to fit me, but it didn't. I know I'm usually really careful with my sweater shaver, but I was like sweater shaving a bunch of stuff that day, like a huge pile of stuff. And so I was just kind of rushing and then I made a boo-boo. Next, the other Vivienne Westwood accessories, striped logo tie, silk tie made in Italy, sold for $50. So happy because this one did have a flaw, a very small flaw, but a flaw. I ended up making $39.17 on this tie. This was my best sale of the last 2 weeks, of course. And let me see if I can show you what the flaw is. It wasn't like horrible, but you can kind of see this line here where it's just not, the color is like a little bit weird. There's like almost like dots or something. So I did put that in the listing and someone sent me an offer this morning for $50 and I said, sure. And so there you go. There you go. All right, we got 2 more sales and then we'll talk about WhatNot and Posh Shows. So let's see. Our next one is another kids item. I did sell quite a few kids items. Zara Kids furry leopard print sweater, size 10. This was so fuzzy and comfortable. Like I wish this was my size, but it was Zara Kids. So it did sell for $17 in my 30% off, offers yesterday. I made $11.25 on it and it sold within a couple weeks of me listing it. So very happy with that. And then our last sale was something I've had forever. So very happy with this. So our last sale was this Woolrich. Oh my gosh. This shirt has been through it. So it's a Woolrich vintage window pane plaid button down size large. There is the tag. It is a men's. And this has gone to the Real, and they declined it because I didn't notice it was missing a button. So it was missing a button on one of the sleeve. Oh no, on the front. So the last button down here is missing, but there are extra buttons on the inside of the tag. Where are they? Yeah, here. So, someone could fix that really easily because the buttons are actually there. So anyway, this got sent to the Real. They declined it. So, then it takes forever for it to come back. I've listed it twice and this took a year and 4 months to sell. Everyone I got it when everyone was all about Woolrich and it just didn't, I don't know. Whatever people are really raving about never works for me for some reason. So I kind of try and stay in my own lane at this point with that. But that was our last sale. Pretty happy with sales in October in general. Definitely the Posh Shows have helped in the beginning of the month. I'm going to get into WhatNot versus Posh Shows. Okay, so WhatNot I am not selling on anymore. Not really anyway. It to me is trash. I know, unpopular opinion, but everyone expects you to start something at $1 or $2. And then for me, when I started something at $1 or $2, that's what it sold for. So I was making no money. I lost money on a couple shows. And the whole giveaway thing is also you having to pay the shipping on those is ridiculous. I'm sorry. I know it's unpopular opinion, but I had a show where literally I did giveaways and nothing sold. So then I was in the negative for that show because I paid for the giveaways and I also had to pay for the shipping. So I know that's not popular opinion, but it is. It is what it is. I did some shows with higher start prices and pretty much nothing would sell then. I think I may have sold like one or two things, but it was just a waste of time because it does take so long to it takes so long to get stuff into your closet there. Like it takes so long to add listings to your closet, especially if you photograph everything or have photos of everything, put in a description, put in a starting bid, put in all that stuff, and then you make like $5. It wasn't worth it. I will probably do maybe a couple kids shows still because kids shows were profitable for me. Thanks, Jen. But only because I can start things at $2 and it'll still be okay. Like I still make enough to cover the cost of those items. And I can sell enough bulk in a kids show, and I don't add the items to a kids show. I just hold stuff up and then run stuff as people want it. So yeah, it just is too much of a time suck. I could have taken all that time to be listing stuff on Poshmark and probably making more sales. But the other issue with WhatNot is, and I see your comment here, Chuck. Yeah, so the other issue is there are more sellers than buyers. And the other issue on top of that is you have to spend a lot of time in people's shows and like just networking on WhatNot to really get a following. I'm only at 600 something followers at this point, and I've been on there for a while. And I just don't have time to spend all day in shows like making connections. Hope, Rex to Riches Resale, she told me, like, we had a conversation about it on Instagram, and she told me that, she was, she just had her double mastectomy. And so she literally was in bed all the time. And so she literally spent all that time in bed just in people's shows. And that is how she got her following for her shows. And she sells like a ton of stuff on there when she does them. And yeah, it's hard to network. And I have another job. I'm doing this to make money to pay my bills. I'm not, I'm friends with a lot of people, a lot of different, as Elena and I had a discussion about the other day, tribes. Everyone has like a tribe on WhatNot. I am not in a tribe. So you have to be in a tribe, I guess, to really do well. So anyway, that is my thoughts on WhatNot at this point. Also, the shipping there, I feel is super expensive because I usually use pirate ship. Like if I've done some YouTube auctions, I've done some other stuff where I'm shipping stuff like off of a platform. eBay, I use pirate ship as well. And yeah, so that's the thing. Like I just don't have time to be modding for people and spend like 5 hours in a show every day. I obviously go to your shows, Jen, if I'm not working. But like I just can't do that all day. Oh, thank you. I love you. Jennifer's. We have the Jen cult following on WhatNot. That is a thing, actually. Jen trifecta has been a thing a couple times. But anyway, so WhatNot is just, I've kind of given up on it. Now, Posh Shows. I'm going to go into that. I started Posh Shows early in the Posh Shows because I did get into the beta pretty early. The first 3 shows were pretty amazing. I made, I think, over $100 per show, which was great. Cannibals. Really, Chuck? Really? I did make really good money the first couple shows I did on Posh Shows. My 4th show, which was a very curated Disney, Star Wars, Marvel show, did not do well. I only sold 1 shirt. I was very disappointed in that. I really did think that would be a little bit better. But it didn't make sense to me that a show that's curated down and you tell people it's a certain thing didn't have more people come in. I've now noticed, because it's becoming like WhatNot, unfortunately, it is trending that way, which is upsetting, that one, there's so many shows now, it's hard to get a good time where you're by yourself, which I was able to do for my first 3 shows. And actually, someone mentioned it in my new tag show. They're like, you realize there's no one else on for at least another hour. So that is an issue that's starting to come up. Also, yeah, Poshmark does have higher fees than WhatNot does. And so it's still the 20% that you get taken out of your stuff like a normal sale, but you don't have any shipping discounts, which helps a little bit. And you can now bundle outside of the show, not in the show. So I've done it for one person so far where they bought multiple items. I relisted those items, put them in the bundle at the prices they bought them for. And they bought the bundle. And then after they purchased the bundle, so it was just one shipping fee, I then deleted what they bought during the actual Posh show. What's up, Janet and Bryn? Or just Janet? Or just Bryn? Whoever's here. I'm going on about, you missed the rants on WhatNot. I'm going on about Posh shows now. So the other issue that it's becoming like WhatNot, which I don't like seeing, is I've seen a lot of people, because I do look at the shows every day to kind of gauge what people are doing, just to see what I might want to do. But I have noticed a lot of people are now doing $5 start shows, really low price shows, which I know if you start at $5, it may go up from there, but I think there's an unrealistic expectation. And I don't think it's going to be good for Posh shows for people to be starting this whole thing like in WhatNot, where they're starting things at like $1 to $2, but you can't on Poshmark. The lowest I think you can start something at is $3, which I think gets you 50 cents or so, if I'm not mistaken, as a profit, or, that's after fees, you get 50 cents. So it's not really worth it for me anyway. But yeah, so I feel like Posh shows may start trending the wrong way. Elena and I had a very long conversation about this, and I definitely am not starting stuff. Most of my stuff is starting at 15 or more, depending on what it is. Like if I do a t-shirt show, it might be like $10, but I'm not going to be a low cost, because I'm again here to make money to pay my bills. I don't make money on YouTube. I don't make money elsewhere, except for vet work and what I sell. So I don't have people sponsoring me. I don't have all that stuff that a lot of people have to just be able to do whatever I want. I actually have to pay my bills, because I also don't have a husband. So it's just me. And I haven't been able to put Remy to work yet. He says no. And Rave is too old. So yeah, it's just one of those things. Yeah, Poshmark is definitely a higher starts. Is definitely warranted. Now there are people, and I'm happy to see it. I've been in a couple shows where they're selling, like really higher end handbags, different things like that. And they're like, yeah, I'm not starting this at a low price. And I just want to be like, slow clap. Because that's what everyone should be doing. You shouldn't be doing anything unless you're having, like I talked to Elena, like a specific sale. Like this weekend, I'm trying to make some money so I can go swim with sharks. But Janet, I mean, it would take a special kind of person at this point for that to happen, I'll be honest. I got a lot of baggage. Yeah, it is. And it is people actually shopping for themselves on Poshmark versus WhatNot. I feel like is now more people that are sourcing to resell. And I have bought stuff on Poshmark, or not on Poshmark, on WhatNot that I was hoping would fit me, and then I end up having to resell it. But the problem is now, like, I paid up for it, so now I'm probably not going to make any money on it. Yes, Chuck, some husbands are okay. I don't know. We should talk to your wife and see. But anyway, so those are kind of my thoughts on both. I don't know how Posh Shows will continue to trend. They are adding some really cool features, which thank you, Elena, for doing that in your show last night. I was really excited to see it. I actually talked to a friend of mine about it afterwards. There is a new thing where you can actually list stuff from other people's closets in your show. And then when you pin it to start the auction, it sends that person a message, and then they start the auction from their closet or whatever, from their app. So that's pretty cool because like you can help friends out too on the Posh Shows, which is pretty nice. If you get a couple other people's stuff in your show and help them make some money too, I think that's pretty awesome. So definitely something I'm going to look into as well. They're starting to do a couple other things as well on Posh Shows. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at all the updates. I know you can now kind of list stuff on the fly where before, cross promotion. And then, okay, cool. I have a lot of holiday items. I like my ugly Christmas sweaters. So I definitely have something I can list. I can send you for that. Let's see. I think that's about it. Does anyone else have anything to say about Posh Shows or whatnot? I know this is kind of like a ranty at the end, but I did have some good sales. I am trying to make my $500 this weekend. Will I make it? I'm trying to keep positive thoughts. And then next week, I am going to swim with the sharks, hopefully. No, I work all week and then I leave Saturday to go to Bimini and Nassau, and I will be on a cruise ship over Halloween. I've got some really fun outfits. So I will have some fun pictures from the cruise and probably some videos too, depending on what I end up doing. I'm really excited to get out of town and get some sun. It's just going to be a little bit stressful this week ahead of time. I will probably be posting my penny video probably midweek. I've mostly finished editing it. I was trying to list a few more things to see if a few more things sold, and I still have to do my inventory on it. Oh, I'm such a hot mess. But thank you, Chuck. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming. I came to your random pop-up yesterday. Just going through your death pile. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I know, Jen. I'm sorry. You still have to come over to the side of the state at some point and hang out. I might try and go over there at some point next year. We'll see. I would like to do a beach trip. I'd say that every year, and then I end up like getting too busy during the summer because of work. But thank you for coming. And I'm glad it looks better today. Thank you for coming. And as always, remember to help control the pet population and have your pets spayed or neutered. And if you're in Charlotte, I do those. All right, guys. Bye. Thank you.